And welcome, beautiful people, to the inner temple. Today is a beautiful day. This is a special video. I am your host with the most, Mr. Meyer with the fire, here to take the collective vibration higher. You probably can tell by the title of the video. It's the new moon in Taurus. This is one of the most amazing new moons of the year. I cannot wait to tell you about it. Before we get into that, I need a deep breath from you. Full inhale and exhale, even deeper than that, man. We got to try again. Are you guys ready? Are you relaxed? You ready to receive the energy of the new moon in Taurus? Everything is vibration. So before we run through the breakdown, I just wanted to make sure everybody was ready to receive. I'm going to share my screen. And this is the chart of the new moon. I'm going to tell you guys about it. We're going to do a pretty in-depth breakdown. Here's how the structure of this video is going to go, guys. And I want to explain the structure and the spread. I'm just as excited to receive this as you are. I might be more excited if I'm just being frank. If I'm just being Mark or just being Josh or like some other name. We're going to talk about the new moon, what this means, what this represents. We'll talk about Taurus, how the two go together, what we can expect as a collective. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to do some divination. I'd sure like to know. And then we're going to go sign by sign. So everybody gets a reading this time. You'll be able to see the chart. You'll be able to see my beautiful face today. Oh, yes. So we're going to go starting from Taurus, making Taurus first, because this moon is about Taurus. And we're going to go basically just house by house. First house Taurus, second house Taurus, third house Taurus, fourth house Taurus, fifth house Taurus, etc. So we'll get some timestamps going on eventually in divine timing. But that's just going to say that we're going to go from Taurus rising as the first one to Aries rising as the second. So if you're confused for a second, like, are we going backwards? Kind of, but we're going forward when it comes to houses. Okay. So I don't digress. That's very important. Back to the new moon. What the fuck is the moon? Well, the moon is the satellite. That's what some people call it, the big wheel of cheese. Have you ever seen in the night that big ball of light? That might be the moon. I'm talking about the big one. And it changes shape. You can see in this chart right here in the fifth house. That's the chart I elected for this new moon. We've got the fifth house moon, got the fifth house sun in Taurus, 18 degrees. That's where we start this cycle on the 18th day of Taurus. Really beautiful. So you see the moon waxing and waning, reflecting light at different directions and dimensions back to the earth. And the moon rotates around, it revolves around the earth. So you'll see that the moon pulls on the ocean, it pulls on our planet. The gravity of the moon directly affects our water cycle as a planet. And because you are on the planet, of the planet, you have your own water, the moon will directly affect each and every one of us. And that's why you were drawn to this video. That's why anybody makes astrology videos or talks about the lunations. So I want to make an important point, guys, because there is a lot of astrology content, and there should be. We need astrology like air. Every month, we're going to have a new moon. The lunar cycle lasts about every 29 days, and the new moon, just as the name would suggest, is the beginning of this lunar cycle. It's a new one. So in about 29 and a half days, we'll have another new moon, and this one will be in the sign of Gemini. And then 29 days after that, it'll be in the sign of Cancer. And if you just look at the wheel, the new moons just move, boom, boom, boom. You know, every cycle just going to go forward one more. So it's a divine rhythm, and it's a beautiful thing. So the lunar cycle will kind of show us how the tide works, how the rhythm is going, what type of timing that we need to be on, okay? And this is a point I want to share because we all know about the moon and the cycles. I feel like a lot of this is kind of basic and remedial, but one thing I see not mentioned or overlooked is that anytime we have a new moon in a specific sign, that's going to say that it's actually been the longest since that new moon has occurred. Because keep in mind, we get a new moon in Taurus every year. Same thing with the new moon in Gemini and Cancer, etc. But that's just going to say that it has been a while since we've received this energy, guys. Ooh, pardon me. So we may be needing this energy more than anything else. And the funny thing is, Taurus, among other things, represents the needs that we have. This is new life, guys. I really like the new moon in Taurus because it's about embracing our feminine energy. It's the first feminine sign of the zodiac. Taurus is our ability to receive. So that's a beautiful thing. It's good to receive. I'm pulling a card for Taurus, and then we can turn this into a reading as well. So this new moon has some interesting aspects, and I think you can see them because we're looking right at them at the 5th house, guys. It's not, and keep in mind, this is a local chart. So when you're thinking about the new moon, don't think of it in terms of houses unless you are reflecting back to your personal natal chart or somebody else's. Like, I'm just trying to say that if you're watching my breakdown, don't start telling people that this new moon is in the 5th house, because it's not. You would need to ask whose 5th house. I mean, it could be. If you were a Sag rising, it certainly could be in this chart, or even a Capricorn rising in some other people's charts, but you should get the point. So the crazy aspects to this new moon, I just had to say, yeah, it's not about the house positions. It's about the aspects of other planets. You can see the new moon at 18 degrees is right between Venus at 10 degrees and then Jupiter at 22. I'm sorry, Uranus at 22 and Jupiter at 25. So there's a Taurus stellium. There's so much energy going on in this part of the zodiac. And this is asking us to embrace our true needs, asking us to receive, asking us to live a better life. And beyond leaning into the sensual part of life and the pleasures and the indulgences that we can find, it's really about embracing love. That's what I think of when I think of feminine energy, is just love, the ability to nurture, to nourish, to connect. So do take that for what it's worth, guys. Eat well, sleep well, drink a lot of water, spend time with loved ones, spend time with people that you care about. And that feels like a Taurus Venus conversation. So let's go into the other planets, because while that sounds nice and pleasant, and that is, you got to keep in mind that there are planets further out in this constellation. And what we're bringing in through this new cycle, not only is it, good energy, blessings, abundance, resources, materials, getting money, planting seeds in the universe. We might be manifesting new jobs or creative projects and endeavors that could be quite lucrative or bring value. You got to understand that Jupiter and Uranus have been here before the moon could even show up. They've been hanging out here already. I don't want to say the moon was late to the party, but it was the last one to show up, basically. So Jupiter is asking us to understand in order to expand. How do we use our time? How do we use our resources? The world is constantly growing and changing, and if you don't make note of your intangible qualities, your character, your goodness, it could be easy to feel like you need more physical resources, and that might not be the case. And this is simply put this way, guys: if you don't do much with a little, you don't really need a lot. If you're not doing much with a little. Jupiter's forming a trine with Pluto real quick, and I just want to say that that's really just about seeing power as an opportunity to give. In order to receive good things, you have to give good things, and that's also what Jupiter is saying. On another note, Uranus in Taurus is just reflecting a massive shift in the world, and I mean what I'm saying, guys. Uranus transits the whole zodiac in about 84 years, so that's about 7 years per sign, and that's just going to say that for 7 years, Uranus will be in Taurus, raising the vibration of Taurus, asking us to seek higher consciousness through the material plane. And that's really real, guys. This is saying that while you need to live in the earth, in the garden, and eat the fruit here, don't forget that your true sustenance comes from source. And on some level, that literally means you. And this doesn't exclude the material plane. This just says to treat it with reverence, to appreciate it. Because there are big changes going on in the collective. And Uranus and Taurus, you got to understand this about astrology, is that Taurus is fixed Earth. Therefore, it's ruled by the planet Earth. So this sign, more than any sign, Taurus, governs our ecology and the mother and the planet that we live on. So the point is that with Uranus and Taurus, there's big changes happening on planet Earth, with planet Earth. And our planet is having a good time. You know, she will always have a great time regardless, but this just requires each and every one of us to make a connection with her and to remain calm amongst the storm, no matter what changes we're going through, to truly appreciate your life and to remain grounded and centered in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I'm really seeing here for this one. Okay, guys, I'm seeing Saturn sextile the new moon, and that just says we have opportunities to gain structure. This could be a really great time to get stable, to really put plans and motions, to sow seeds into the ocean. Saturn Pisces energy. New moon is semi-square Mars, so you're going to need a target. You're going to need to stretch yourself. You're going to need to push a little bit. Earth energy is really important to understand, guys. How to work with the material plane, how to manifest. Everything builds or fails on discipline, builds or falls on discipline, guys. Like if we can't be in control of self, if we were not sovereign over self, there's no use building into the higher planes of consciousness. So when it comes down to the sun and the moon, before we get into the personal breakdowns, guys, here's the conversation. For things to change for you, you have to change. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to gain what it is that you want? Because if you want it as bad as you may say you want it, you'll stop at nothing. And that's a beautiful thing. And you'll try anything, try everything. And nobody's tried everything already, because then they just have what they want, basically. So I'm wishing you strength. I'm wishing you, listening to me, peace, power, prosperity, abundance, all the good things that life has to offer. The only limits are the ones that we can put in our mind. This chart is really beautiful, guys. Let me explain the spread that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a 4-card spread for everybody, and that's going to be air, fire, water, earth. And that's going to show us our mental, the message, you know, the vision, the fire, the emotion, the feeling, the water. And then we're going to see what we're trying to build, the earth. And I just kind of felt I was inspired. I received that from spirit. That's going to be the one that we're doing today. So hope you guys enjoy it. All right. When it comes to the Hierophant energy, the Taurus new moon. Whoa. Okay, I flipped my deck on accident. The Empress energy is going to be earth. So we might go from the bottom up on this time. So we got the Empress energy is the earth. The goal here, guys, is to manifest your desires into being. And deeper than that, to embrace the more visceral needs of the body. And this is what the Empress is saying, is that it's okay to indulge. It's okay to have a good time. It's actually a great thing to have a good time, to eat well, to sleep well, to be on fertile land, to have abundant crops, to have nice clothes, to be around good company, to eat good food. This is all nice. It's good to drive a nice car, live in a safe neighborhood, go to a nice school, you know? I'm encouraging you to reach for and grab the things you want. This is what this is saying, because the Empress, this is Venus. This is about getting what you like, what you want, what you need. This is Venus and Taurus energy. It is materialism. It might be hedonistic on some levels. So again, we have to understand our obligation, discipline, and not fall into the vice or the illusions of non-discrimination, irresponsibility, recklessness. But if you're not focusing on joy, at least sometimes you might be working backwards or have the game all fucked up, really. So I'm getting the Empress energy for the earth. So let's go with that, the water element. The water element, this is the Chariot energy. And this just says that you have to be willing to hold conflicting emotions. Cancer energy. The Chariot is the union of opposites. So that's how we have to be able to feel. In order to get what we want, we have to be willing to embrace both sides. What you want and not what you want. And I mean this, and I think a lot of us already understand this conversation, but, you know, imagine the times when you've wanted something so desperately. You've been set on that, dead set, I want this and nothing but it, and then it's harder to get. And then approaching it comes with so much resistance. If you can want something, but also be totally okay not having it, you can manifest it so much faster, so much easier, guys. Truly. The fact that you're okay either way. Because this is a really important principle that if you really need something external to make you feel fulfilled, you'll be chasing that carrot on a stick forever, man. I mean, and don't get me wrong, you know, eating and sleeping and making love, that feels good. But the deeper needs of your soul, this is what I'm talking about. And the physical needs are deep, and they do come from the soul too. So I don't want people to ever neglect the physical needs, because it all falls or builds upon the physical, in this world at least. Pardon me. So this is going to be the fire element. This is going to be the vision for this new moon in Taurus. What to focus your attention on, what to drive your energy towards. Okay, I got 2 cards, and I'm going to put the right. Okay, yeah. Slowing down, guys. That's what I'm getting from this one. The vision for Taurus new moon. This is the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest cards in the deck. It's a lot of air. And then when you put it in reverse, this is a desperation energy. This is moving too fast. So fast that things aren't even working, or you're just kind of making mistakes or making errors, or it's fast and unproductive. It's fucking nervous and erratic. So that's the energy that we're focusing on removing, confronting anxieties, confronting problems within our lives. Not neglecting our problems, but beyond everything, guys, I'm saying slow down, realizing that your mind might be overstimulated in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of people watching my channel go get by just fine, but consider that the environment might be polluted with noise or polluted with energy. So just do your best. See if you can work smarter and not harder. And if maybe the easy way to do something might be a better way to do it. So this is the air element in our deck, in our spread, and that's the Libra energy. It's the Justice card. So that's saying the idea here is balance. The idea is to have order. The idea is justice, reciprocity in life. And I hope that empowers you. Because I see on the bottom, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And then we've got a lot of energy and a lot of movement on the bottom of the deck, basically. So if it's easy to open the heart, good for you. If it's challenging, keep working on it. Put a smile on your face even through the pain, because no matter how you feel at this time receiving this message, if you're watching around the time I posted this, or maybe if this is for retrospective analysis, just keep in mind the dark moon is about planting a seed. There may not be much light, but in that darkness, that primordial womb, you can create anything. So that's the beauty here. And don't be so overwhelmed with your life that you lose centeredness and then lose awareness of your powers of creation. That's not the point. You can create anything, but if you get tricked out of your centeredness, you won't even have the space to tap into your imagination. So remember, visualization is key. It's really important. So I hope everybody's enjoying this reading. We're going to start with the Taurus rising, like I said. We're going to work our way down to the Gemini rising in the 12th house. So just understand, guys, once again, new moon is new beginnings. The Taurus new moon inevitably says that people accumulate new things, new stuff, new belongings. That's the theme for everybody. And because Taurus new moon is going to be in the first house for the Taurus risings, I just want to say that everybody listening, regardless if you are a Taurus rising, should be able to relate to these energies and what's going on in our lives, basically. Pardon me. So this is for the Taurus risings, and I appreciate the Taurus rising kings and queens. I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit, and then we're going to see what's going on. We're going to go from air down to earth, okay? That's the way we're going to do the zodiac reads for everybody else. So if you're using timestamps and skipping through the intro, I just want to reiterate, guys, that these card readings are a 4-card spread, and we're going to do air, fire, water, and earth. So respectively, that's going to be the idea, the vision, the emotion, and then the manifestation, the goal, basically. So Taurus rising, you guys have a complete new beginning in your personal life. That's simply the new moon in the first house. And there's been a lot going on for you guys when it comes to the astrology, having the Taurus stellium going on, totally reinventing the character. You guys might have been experiencing good luck with Jupiter, Uranus and Jupiter, respectively. You know, really loving and glowing and appreciating yourself more with Venus transiting the first. And you may be receiving a lot of love and a lot of attention, a lot of praise, money flying by, and just seeing yourself more prosperous. I sure hope so. And on the other side of that coin and spectrum, with the new moon popping up in the first, this is something that also a lot of the Taurus people need, is just to fulfill their base needs, to make sure that they aren't living a life of lack. So the new moon is an amazing time to set goals and for you to reassess priorities and just think about, in 29 days, what do you want to have accomplished, and write that shit down. And just think about your personal life. Where are you going? What do you want? It's a great time for reflection, reassessment, and to choose direction based on your highest priority. The Pluto in the 10th is like screaming at me, and I just feel for you guys. It's about trusting your power in this cycle and just knowing that you are the authority, no matter how scared life is, scary you are, how daunting life may seem, I should say. Here's the idea, guys. Queen of Pentacles energy. This is the air. And this just says that you have sovereignty over the world, your stability, you're self-sustaining in itself. This is earth. This is the earth of water, the Queen of Pentacles. And that's just going to say that you got the love and you got the resources. You got the skills that pay the bills. Innately, nothing is wrong with you, and nothing needs to really provide for you, because you can do that. You just have to take the action and be willing to put in the work. A lot is going on in your 12th house, though. So I would just say that your dreams are calling out to you, and you need to pay attention to these dreams. And you may be called to take a new direction and go somewhere completely different. Trust your higher self. Trust the conversation you're having with spirit. Make it make sense, of course, but do keep yourself open for the insight. And if you're not taking time for yourself, this is going to really be a hard thing to do. So I encourage you to be a little selfish, you know, embrace that alone time, embrace that solitude that you need, so you can reassess, so you can meet life with better presence and more fullness. The vision here, the fire element, is the 9 of Swords. And this is in reverse. And what that speaks to me is being trauma-free. You know, trauma card in reverse. So about healing, about embracing ourselves. Mental health is a big part of this chart, guys. And the Chiron Mercury in the 12th, it just says that, you know, you guys might be really confronting some of your shadows or some of your demons, basically, and making peace. And that's a beautiful thing. So digging to the bottom of your garden, getting to the bottom of your pool, either way you want to see it. That's what this is about. Guys, this is a new personal journey, Taurus rising. This is about you having a new chapter in your life and you embarking on a new journey. This is kind of like the Taurus rising's new year. This new moon in Taurus. My heart opened a lot when I said that. Yeah, this is like your new year. This is like you reinventing yourself. This is like kick off the dust, man, because it's about to get really good. This is where you get up and go. So we've got the water element. This is the emotion. This is the feeling. This is the vibe. And this is saying, be optimistic. Know your ship is coming in. Be yearning. Taurus rising. Get in the energy of yearning, hoping, looking forward, moving forward. Emotionally, that's where we want to be, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you guys. So let's see what the goal is. What can we do even when it comes to this earth element? What energies can we take action on to get us on track? And this is the Hierophant. No, this is the High Priestess in reverse. And that's beautiful. And the High Priestess talks about intuition, going inside of yourself. And for me, reverse cards feel like difficulty. Same energy, but with difficulty. And Taurus rising, your message here is just confront your doubts. Truly just confront them. Don't hide from them. Shame exists in the shadows. Fears can compile, man, because fear is really the key to oppression. So you may feel like life or circumstances is hard, or that you can't get over yourself, or that something's wrong with you. But I'm telling you guys, just confront whatever disturbs you. Confront whatever doubts you have. Meet yourself with love. Meet yourself with grace. Don't believe any messages that don't empower you. You can't back down from a thought, but be willing to dive a little deeper. And don't take yourself so seriously. This is another thing about this one, guys, is like, you have to be willing to change your identity as well sometimes, or put on different hats as you grow. And just allow growth to be incremental. Because I see a lot of people have already kind of like, this is that 10th house Pluto aspecting the first house. I'm seeing that a lot of the Taurus risings kind of have an identity or a goal, or they're trying to uphold the reputation of their goal. And it's just so much to carry on top of who they genuinely are right now. So it's like living in two worlds is exhausting. And it's actually a very powerful thing to live in two worlds, because that's how you build your future. That's how you build your vision. So I'm not shitting on it. No shade. I'm telling you, dude, this is actually an amazing thing. It's not easy. You need more grace. Like the patience you may have for others, try to give that a little bit back to yourself, Taurus. I hope this helps. Because what I'm seeing also with the Saturn in the 11th for you guys, you're learning about the true value of independence, and that sometimes to get a job done right, you have to do it by yourself. So overcoming the buddy syndrome, like I have to have somebody there with me every time or else I don't want to do it. That's being confronted and eliminated. Are you down to clown without the world's support? Or do you have to have people cheering you on to actually be able to do something? Because I think that's where a lot of people are scared. That's Saturn. A lot of people are scared to do things because others aren't encouraging them. But if other people don't encourage themselves, why would you even expect them to encourage you? That's not fair. That doesn't even make any sense. Not fair to yourself. It just doesn't make sense, because I think you all get the idea. But freedom comes with a price. And I think legacy is calling a lot of the Taurus rising people. There's work to be done, and we will get more work done if we're in the group of the people that are like us, that have the same vision. But don't let people be the thing that stands in your way between you and success. That's my message from Saturn for you guys. I'm going to move to the next one, okay? Thank you, Taurus rising. I hope you guys love this one. So let's move into the new moon in the second house. So this one is actually going to be Aries rising. And I'm going to move it around a little bit, try to get it like where I want it. It's not exact on degree, but yeah, let's go. Yeah, there we go. Aries in the first, we got the new moon in the second house. And this is a beautiful place to have the new moon, Aries rising. And this is just going to say, yeah, new stuff, new possessions, new belongings. You may be manifesting a lot of money in this cycle, getting rich. That's what everybody wants to hear. I feel like enjoying your life more, simply things getting sweet. Things are getting full, getting plump, getting thick. You get me? Like gains is what I'm talking about. The new moon in the second house. And investing in yourself, investing in growth. An abundance of joy. That's the genuine thing I'm seeing right here. An abundance of joy. Focusing on yourself. A lot of Aries energy in the sky, just like we talked about. Like all this stuff, guys, if you see it, all of it, besides Pluto and Aquarius, is in Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. How crazy. This is a really interesting shape. So let's see what the cards are given for the Aries rising. What's the idea? What's going on for you guys? Investments. I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing, guys. It's investments, because a lot of people may overestimate what they can do in a day, but severely underestimate what they can do in a year. So hear that again. A lot of people might severely overestimate what they could do in a day, but really underestimate what could they do in a year's time. So consider the value of seed planting, of patience, long-term gains, delayed gratification, investments. That's what I'm talking about. What's the idea here, guys? Taurus in the second house. Aries rising. Are you guys liking my flame background? I've been messing with solar fire, and there's a lot of dudes. Bruh, what if everybody gets the same reading? Okay. That looks like that's the significator for the air, the idea. So I may not even pull another one. Okay, that might be the one for air. The idea doesn't change. That's the lightest element. Earth and water. We just talked about this. But if you are Aries and you just wanted to skip ahead to you, I just want to let you know. Taurus rising, who went first? I know, shocking. They went first. But the Taurus rising actually went first. This was their first card. And you got the same first fucking card, dude. So I think this might be everybody's energy. But the message is, how can you be self-sustaining? How can you be self-reliant? This is the Earth of Water, Queen of Pentacles. This is that bitch. This is the material girl. This is that Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is my woman with her Virgo ass, her beautiful ass. Ooh, mama, I see you. Ooh, and she looks good. Whew. Don't even get me started. I need to touch grass right quick, y'all. Self-reliance, independence. Do you know that you have all the resources inside of you to make the world go around? Because this is what this is talking about. That's the idea. Okay, and this is the vision for you guys. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna put it upright because that's what I feel. The vision is death, world domination, destruction. And yeah, 11th house Pluto. Am I close enough to the mic? Can you guys hear me when I say world domination? If you're Aries rising, hearing this message, can you put some fire emojis in your comment? Like they were quotation marks, but in between the quotation marks, put world domination. So I know that you were meant to receive that message. Because that's the death card. And that's also transformation. The vision is self-control. Destroying your world in the most appropriate way. Deciding which things need to be severed and removed. Mars in the first house, guys. Man, Mars loves to be in the first house, but sometimes it's just like, man, fuck this person that I am because I want to be a whole new person. And that's beautiful. And you may feel that way 10 times in a day. That's something to embrace. The death card says the vision is pursuing power, Aries rising. And I got the Aries card for the emotions. This is the feeling. This is the vibration. The Emperor energy. You need to be strong. You need to be focused. This is about being a commander. This is about sitting on your throne, but being ready to take action. And taking action the fucking moment you see something you want. This is the secret for you guys, man. Just be in the emotional space to be willing to execute immediately. Knowledge is in power, man. Some of us had the shit to change our life years ago and still haven't done it. So this is about being emotionally ready to take action. That's the work. All right, so let's get the 10th, or I usually do 10 card readings. Let's get the Earth card. Earth is 10, but regardless, let's see what to do, Aries rising. What the fuck are y'all meant to do? So now I said action, be willing to take action, but what actions is really the word? What action? Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse. And what I heard is abstinence. Be willing to abstain. Are you kidding me, Mark? Reshuffle the deck. No, bitch, that's your card. Abstinence with your horny ass, with your hungry ass. And I'm not telling you that you don't need food or sex, because that's not the message, but I'm just telling you, man, discipline, control of yourself. And this is a nuanced conversation. Some people are starving Marvin out here. They might have too much self-control to the point where this is not their message. And it's like, what you got to do is actually just meet your own needs. And that is the message for everybody. Empress in reverse, meet your own needs. Go get the things that you need. But also, don't let vice or addiction or indulgence or hedonism or self-justification or avoidance be the thing that limits your potential or ruins your success. That's what I'm really feeling for y'all. So meditate on it. That's what I'm seeing on the rest of the deck, is that there's a lot to meditate on it. And I respect the Aries energy because these people need to do shit their own way. So I can't say where you're going. The North Node is in your court. So like, take time, take care, focus on yourself. The direction will come. If there's a hunger, there must be food. So I truly encourage you to embrace your true needs, but just understand the value of discipline. Everything falls or builds on discipline. Okay. So that's the message with kindness and care. You got a lot to share. Pluto in the 11th house and then Saturn in the 12th. And what I hear from Saturn in the 12th is like, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too unrelenting on yourself. Some of you guys understand the discipline conversation, and you need to lean into joy as well. Ultimately, you decide how hard you want your life to be. So how hard do you want it to be? It's a good thing to consider. So hope this empowered you. Hope this uplifted you. Embrace your true needs, Aries rising. I'm going to keep the Earth card the same for Pisces rising. Let's move it back. So this is going to be 3rd house. Pisces rising. And these people are fish. Yes, they are. Okay, well, I should have put my shit on equal house. I'm still learning how to do solar fire, so bear with me, guys. You'll see that the moon is in this 3rd house. You can just see, like, bro, it's the 46-degree first house for me. It's the Placidus house system, man. So like, shit. I just needed to spend more time learning how to do solar fire, and we won't have this next time, but just imagine that it was an equal house chart and all the Taurus was in the 3rd house. And that's just going to say Pisces rising. You're getting a whole new mentality, a whole new mindset, a whole new way of embracing your life. So more joy to you, more peace to you, more positivity to you. Pluto going through the 12th, couple of the planets going through your 1st. I see that a lot of y'all are just developing a deeper trust in the universe. I'm going to put the Queen of Pentacles back, actually. because I was thinking she would work for all of these, but this in my opinion feels a little bit more nuanced. Okay, I feel like if you've been watching breakdowns like this for a while, you already understand these significations, but a lot of my people are new here, guys. This really strikes to me, guys. The idea here for the Pisces rising is about relieving anxiety in order to embrace that joy, in order to get the more beautiful things in life, the more indulgent pleasures. You need to be willing to receive them. And in order to be able to receive them, you have to embrace life with trust and not fear. So the first card I'm seeing, the idea here is releasing anxieties. 10 of Swords in reverse. The things that we should be letting go of that we're having a hard time letting go of. That's what that shit is about. Saturn is going through you guys' first house. So there's a lot of personal lessons that you're going through. Responsibilities kind of weighing heavy on a lot of you guys' hearts right now. And I just see the third house Jupiter is kind of making things even more irritating because you're being blasted with information and knowledge, and your thoughts might be pretty loud right now as well. So breathe as deep as you can, one gentle breath at a time. That's also what I'm getting in you guys' energy. It's like hard for y'all to catch your breath. So you really are going to have to slow the fuck down. The vision is overwhelmed. This is the fire element card, getting knocked out of your center, guys. It's like you got to pay attention to how you get knocked off your center, how you start to lose control, or when your energy starts to feel nervous or erratic, you have to be able to back off and redirect your energy. Know the use of retreat, because there's a time and place for it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So that's vitally important. Know that you have the strength, that some things are too big for you to tackle. And that's really what I'm getting with these two cards, is that some of you Pisces risings have empathy problems. Your empathy is so strong that you take on everybody's problems. You take on problems or obligations or tasks that are difficult or impossible to fulfill. And those ill-conceived plans made out of desperation set you up for failure. So you're going to have to stop doing that shit, man. And just work on knowing your limits. This is the feeling, guys, being ready for change. This is the Five of Pentacles. And truly, this is not a fun card. This is the worry card. So this says that Pisces, like as much as I'm telling you that sometimes you have to back away from things, you have to feel your feelings, your emotions. Sometimes you have to confront what's making you worried in order to deal with it. And that psychic perception is a big part of this, knowing what's my energy and what is somebody else's. You need meditation every day, Pisces rising. Alone time, and you need deep breathing more than anything else I'm saying. Because that was the first card, is saying y'all literally just don't be taking deep enough breaths. That's why I got a breathe strip on my nose, right? I'm working on it, practicing what I preach. Can we all take a deep breath right now as we work on the earth card? Like, what are we going to do? A deep breath. Okay. And this is what y'all are going to do. Damn, dude. I'm just in shock at how this reading is going, guys. Like, this is the earth card again. This is some trippy shit, guys. Like, I'm I'm excited to see how this goes. We're only 3 signs in, but the cards are carding right now, dude. Spirit is corresponding with us and just saying, guys, Pisces rising, you have the same earth card as the Aries did. You didn't have the same air card as the other two, but you have the same earth card. So there's continuity here, man. And this just says y'all got to really embrace your unmet needs, and also self-control, discipline. Because I'm seeing there's unmet needs here with this Empress energy, like a challenge when it comes to receiving love and joy and blessings and money and stuff like that. But also, it's a squandering of what we already do have. I hate saying that word, squandering. Look it up, man. It's a rough define that term. Oh, it's rough, man. Squandering what you have, really fucking rough. So The message here is take care of your things, take care of your possessions, take care of your belongings, take care of your health. Addiction comes from suffering, but I'm saying address the root cause of the suffering in order to be more sober in mind, body, and spirit. Okay? So Pisces rising, good things are coming for you, but you just have to embrace the transformation. Pluto's going through your 12th house. All right? And that just integrating your true purpose unconsciously. So it would be weird if you didn't feel weird. Think about it. Like things might feel amazing, like just hyper intensified for better or for worse. For the Pisces rising, not the Gemini. So this, yeah, because we're moving backwards. This is the 4th house, new moon. So I'm going to back it up. We're going to get to Aquarius. This is Aquarius rising, by the way. Aquarius rising has the new moon in the 4th house. And imagine it was in the 4th house because I'm doing, once again, a Placidus chart, and it's all fucked up. It's a 45-degree 1st and 7th house. And it's like, that's not equal. That's not fair. The Libra in me is like, what the hell, bro? What happened to the fucking 11th house and the 5th house? What gives? Why is my 4th house this size? All right, I'm done bitching about it. But 4th house, new moon. This is a great place to have the new moon, Aquarius rising. So I really believe beyond all the things we talked about already, like getting new things, acquiring new things, you're going to be enjoying your home life, enjoying your family life, enjoying your connections with close ones. This could also look like buying a new home or moving or getting a new place of comfort and rest. That's cool. Pluto's going through you guys' 1st house. And what that means is that you're evolving. Oh shit, Aquarius is evolving. It's not even their final form. So you're being encouraged to embrace your uniqueness, just like everybody else. Go after your needs, embrace the things that you need. Let's see what the idea is, what the air is for Aquarius rising. So for you guys, it's the 7 of Cups, and it's just that you have a multitude of options. There's so many things to choose, and decision might be a part of it. And also maybe the fact is that some people want options. I don't know about you listening, but some people want to have a lot of options. Optionality feels like freedom. So that's the idea, is having options. That card is lit. Venus Scorpio energy. If you know about the esoteric roots of the tarot, click the link in the bio and join Simplified Tarot. You'll love it. So this is the vision. Being worry-free, being carefree, having options, being carefree. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So how are we going to get there? Okay. It's the Magician in reverse. So the emotion is going to be black magic or the trickster energy, to be willing to do whatever it takes. And this is also a nuanced conversation because I can stand on that point, but there's a parallel point which asks, are all your desires correct? This is what I'm talking about, transformation, evolution, Aquarius rising, is that, you have to consider that some of the ways that you operate may be uninspired, toxic even, ignorant. We can harm people unconsciously. And I feel like this is not a hard thing to hear as an Aquarius rising, because these people are very self-aware. Responsibility matters to them the most, maybe other than Capricorn rising. So what magic are you bringing into the world is what this is asking. If you want to live a worry-free life, if that's the vision, are you taking worries out of the world? Or are you adding worry to the world so you can have less? How are you co-creating with this world? That's what I'm getting here with the Magician in reverse, because nothing wrong with the energies in these cards in general, but it's just important we ask ourselves how we interface. What are you guys building? The new moon in the 4th is saying, understand what's going on inside of your heart. Understand the caliber of your soul, the flame of your soul. What's burning inside of your soul? What desires are you truly embracing? What are your true desires? An even better question. If you're receiving that, just say it out loud. What are my true desires? Let the universe correspond with that. So the idea is love. This is what you want to do. This is your earth energy. Love, connect, two of cups, reciprocity, balance, mutual affection and connection. Pour into those who pour into you. This is about reciprocity and giving and receiving in balance. Romantic love. So, hey guys, if you're in Aquarius rising, you've been looking for this message, this new moon cycle may be very auspicious. And that means good when it comes to your love life and you manifesting a partner, a soulmate, a divine union connection. It might be for a long time. It might be for a good time. It might be for both. Ooh. And just know that this is either going to be the best person for you or it's going to be the best lesson. So no matter which way it goes, you win. No one loses because you don't fight with the world. You love the world because you are the world. Aquarius rising, I love you guys. I hope this helped. Let's move forward. Go to Capricorn rising. So Capricorn rising, that's going to be the 5th house full moon. Nope, psych, new moon. 5th house, new moon. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. All right. Boom, Cap rising, new moon in the 5th. So you guys are learning how to have fun. I'm going to tell you Capricorn risings what you need, but this says create something. There's going to be new ways to express yourself. You're going to be finding out who you are on a very deep level. And as a result of that, creating way more, sharing way more, planting better seeds in the universe. You're going to be taking inspired action, Capricorn rising. I'm seeing that. I'm excited what your cards are giving. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Once again, so the vision is the truth, integrity. Ace of Swords is coming out for you guys immediately. So it's character development. This is the cycle for you, is just building a better self, becoming your greatest version, a new identity, even. Changing your mind literally changes your life. So that's the idea here, guys. So what's the vision for Capricorn rising? Bro, you cannot make this shit up. I mean, you really could. There's a probability to this as well. But the vision is the vision. Capricorn rising, I just want to shout you guys out for being so fucking real, dude. I was like, what's your air card? They're like, the air card. What's the fire card? The fire card, of course. So all you got to do is stay true to your vision. You guys. You gang, you guys. Yangy. Are you hearing me clearly? You staying true to your vision? Are you taking inspired action? Are you being disciplined? So this is the feeling. This is the emotional counterpart. I was hoping for the Ace of Cups, but we're getting the Judgment card. And that's Pluto energy. That's watery, if you had to ask me. Pluto, judgment. Be really willing to judge. Use your discernment. Be discriminating. And judgment is a path on the tree between Earth and Mercury. So how do you work with the material forces? Call it how you see it. A duck is a duck. Sometimes you don't have the full picture, but call it as you see it. Trust your judgment. All right, what do we do? Stay true to ourselves, guys. 7 of Wands. This is talking about sovereignty, doing it alone if you have to, being willing to fight. So it's kind of funny. This feels a little antithetical to the Aquarius risings, but for you guys, this is about sovereignty, and it is about love and connection, of course, but what you needing to embrace, Capricorn, is within yourself. So it's not predicated on what other people are willing to give you. So I'm also seeing the need to reject a lot of people too, because this 2 cups is in reverse now, saying it's about not letting everybody in your kingdom as a sovereign being have control over yourself. Some people do distract you, or you may need to reallocate energy just because you need more for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. In a lot of ways, that can be a very selfless and good thing to double back after you've invested in yourself. So let's talk about the Sagittarius rising. And these people are going to have the new moon in the 6th house, okay? And what that looks like is also a new way of approaching life, a new job, perhaps. Your schedule is going to go under some changes. Your routine may go through some adjustments. But beyond this is going to look for ways to serve, or you might be picking up a new study or a new skill, trying to sharpen your saw or put on more tools on your tool belt. You may be seeking mentorship or trying to gain more understanding and more knowledge and just more power in this life, be a more useful, productive person. And really, what I'm seeing in this one, kind of like the 5th, the 6th is also about just refining your person. So you'll see this being a pretty big theme, Sagittarius rising, for the next couple months, especially the first month, just working on yourself and just putting your head down and doing the work and focusing on consistency. And it may be kind of a humbling thing, but it's a beautiful thing. And you're definitely going to learn to love it. I will say for you guys specifically, this new moon is not the most fun Sagittarius rising, because Taurus and Sag are kind of, I don't want to call them antithetical, but they kind of play paradox sometimes. They have a hard time getting along. And that doesn't mean that Taurus and Sag can't get along, but I'm just saying elementally, alchemically, they're very different. So life is asking you to slow down a little bit, pump the brakes, and see what you can create with some time and consistency and determination. So what's the idea here? Let's see what the cards are giving for you guys. Sagittarius rising, free spirits. The idea is peace. The idea is balance. 2 of Swords energy. That whatever way, which way, that way, I'm having a good time regardless. That's 2 cards. Put them back. What's the vision? The idea is peace. The vision is the vision. Good Lord, guys. This is crazy. The Ace of Wands. So Mars, Aries energy. What's burning inside of your soul? What do you feel called to do? What do you truly desire? Sagittarius rising. This Taurus new moon feels like a Christmas list. It feels like a holiday. It feels like Saint Nick is about to come around and he says, what is it that you want/need? And you get to write it down. You get to bring it into being. So the vision is discipline. The vision is exemplary will, Sagittarius. If you want to be the highest vision version of the fire element, that's exemplary will. And that just means you need to be a sovereign being in full control of yourself at all times. I don't know what that means to you, but that's the message. Let's see what the emotions are given. What's the water? Are you willing to surrender to find a higher order of doing things? Because that's what's required. Pluto Sagittarius, are you willing to surrender to see a higher order of doing things? Cards keep coming out in multiples. I'm just looking for one. I hope the quality is good. I hope you guys like listening to the shuffling. Hope it's relaxing. All right, the emotion is strength in reverse. Humility. That's what that feels like for me. It's humility. That's the emotion. It's just being humble. Knowing that you're strong, knowing that you're composed, but also being willing to grow. Not being so boisterous, so egotistical that you won't reject or won't accept, or you reject knowledge or experience or growth. And for some people, Sagittarius rising people, the strength in reverse is telling me to tell y'all to embrace your more animalistic natures, but not to defy your human nature. but to just know that there may be some connections that need to be made there. All right, and let's see what are you gonna do? What's the earth giving? What are we gonna do, Sagittarius rising? Oh my goodness. Peace is the idea, guys. And I'm just looking at the Saturn Pluto semi square in this chart right now at a 0-degree orb. And I just want to say that this world does have some bullshit going on. We're living through historical events. I know this isn't why you came to this video, but free Gaza, free Palestine. If you can take at least 5 minutes out of your day today to sign a petition or send a post to your Instagram or just spread some awareness or even just visualize world peace for a second. Whatever you do, whatever action you take, just let it be inspired with peace, okay? Because it can be really hard to get involved in this geopolitical conflict, like who's the side to be on. The side to be on is peace, simply, okay? So let's wrap it back up or run it back into Sagittarius rising. I got you guys card, and the earth card for you is death in reverse. And that's just going to say confronting your neglected fear. Going right to the heart of the fear. Slow down to embrace your fear. Sagittarius rising. Slow down to embrace your fear so you can really have peace. Okay? Choose peace. I feel this restlessness in you guys. Like bouncing your leg energy. Like some of y'all are going to need to do more physical exercise. Like the 5th house Mars, you're going to need to blow off some steam or go to a sauna or something, but meditation as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, man. Oh my goodness. I just animated the chart. Let me run that back. Okay, boom. Boom, boom, wow. Sagittarius, you can manifest everything that you want, but you have to remove the resistance to it. That's the problem. That's why you got to sit with your fears. You hear me? It's the shit a lot of people don't want to hear. They hear it and they're like, okay, but let me get a better message. Fuck that. No, that's the message. All right. So Scorpio rising, new moon in the 7th, and that could look like new people coming into your life, new connections, or a new lens to look at life through. And yeah, we love to see it, man, transforming like Optimus Prime. Every time you blink your eyes. Scorpio rising. Pluto going through the 4th, opening up your heart. Big changes happening within the family for the Scorpio rising. So relationships are a really big theme for these guys as well. But beyond all that, you guys remember the 7th house is ruled by Libra. So you really are going to see that the theme for a lot of these people is also pursuing peace. Genuinely. Just having harmony within their connections. So let's see what the idea is for the Scorpio rising. And that's going to be detox. That's the idea. 7 of Cups in reverse. And this also could be about eliminating certain options or simplifying your life. That's the idea. And the vision here is really about slowing down and removing nervous energy, becoming more present, more aware. Like the card right here is about our focus, about staying in our lane. And this is what Scorpio rising is willing into existence. They're trying to mind their business. They're just trying to be peaceful, be connected in the right ways. Let me put these both back. That's what I'm feeling. Have a fruitful, full, and enjoying, enriched life. I think I really fucked up the grammar there, guys, but I think you heard what or saw what I was gonna say. What? Mercury is not even retrograde, but I think you received me. But either way, the emotion is peace. The emotion is balance right now. Just try to find some equilibrium within yourself, Scorpio rising, the Justice card. So this also talks about like really embrace the way people make you feel. Some people might make you feel like shit, and that's a message in itself. Don't neglect that message. Scorpio rising. This is about making life more fair, being more honest, being more neutral, even as well. Having a sense of neutrality and a balance, a justness about your life as well, a peace of mind. Because I can feel some anxieties for the Scorpio rising, a need for peace, attention. A lot of you guys have strong shoulders, man. Good Lord. You're going to need some shoulder rubs or like a massage or some decompression somehow. All right. The one on the right. And I got a fifth card for you guys. Spirit was telling y'all, hold on. Hangman in reverse, just saying, like, remember, you're not stuck, but just hang in there, man, if you are feeling like it's going through hard times. But what I get for the nine of Pentacles is that, I'm sorry, that's kind of funny. It's the Nine of Swords in reverse, which really is the Nine of Pentacles energy. Go outside, embrace the garden, eat good fruit, get a lot of sleep. And for some of the Scorpio risings, the message for this right here is that you've done a lot of the work. You've been doing the work. So it's now time for you to embrace what it's like having the work done. It's a spiraling path, so we'll never be done with all work, but, you know, enjoy the fruits of your labor, truly. For some, it's about not neglecting the work or the problems that we have, but embrace happiness, embrace fulfillment, and be patient. That's what I'm getting for you guys. Much love. I hope that helped. Connect to your spiritual path, but also understand that spirit can't do everything for you, Scorpio rising. That's what I'm also getting from the Hangman in reverse, is saying that, you know, if you're expecting spirit to correspond with every little thing you ask them for, and you light petitions and prayers for every fucking thing in the world to the point where you shrink your potential, spirit's not down for that, man. So embrace your godlike power. That's why you are here. Speaking of godlike power, let's talk about the new moon in the 8th house. Ooh, shit. Libra rising. This is an interesting energy because you guys are probably going to be making some new investments, kind of like the Aries, you know, in the 2nd and the 8th polarity. But you guys will definitely be sowing some seeds into the world. You may be making new joint ventures, starting new projects with others. You know, you could be signing leases, starting businesses, you know, working on investing money and resources, stuff like that. Got Pluto going through the 5th, helping you change yourself, evolve yourself, and create more things too. And you have a lot of action in your 7th. So I'm saying a lot of fated connections may be coming around at this time for the Libra rising. Regardless of how that plays out, everybody in the Libra rising is going to be healing their relationships with others. So let's see what the cards are given for you guys. What's the idea for this new moon in the 8th? Because truly, to be more apt, the new moon in the 8th is about embracing your desires, guys. Like truly going after what you want, in pursuing your power, developing more trust, having a deeper bond with others or the universe. There it is again. The air is the air, guys. It's the fucking Ace of Swords. So Libra rising, be honest. The idea is to speak and live the truth, not to lie. You lying ass Libra, stop fucking lying. I don't know who needed to hear that, but just stop fucking lying. It's like, keep getting this damn Ace of Swords in the air slot. What else could it mean? Just stop. I keep hearing, but what if I want to just fucking stop? But what if it's this circumstance? No. Just don't lie. Words are the power of creation. So the idea is like, don't create a reality that's false. That's why we do not lie. That's like taking your sword and just stabbing yourself in the head. You're like, I don't live on Earth. I don't live on Earth. My name is not Terry. I don't breathe air. I don't drink water. It's like just saying a bunch of dumb shit, bro. Somebody's name is Terry. I'm not trying to hate, man. I'm trying to love. But there's no love without truth. So we can't be fucking lying. Shit, man. There's a difference between lying and not knowing when we fuck up the truth. You get me? It's just not about willful ignorance or bending the world to your whim. Truth is required, guys. So the vision right here is the King of Pentacles in reverse, and that's talking about financial security. And beyond financial security, it's just inner security, sovereignty, having control over ourselves. This 8th house moon energy is crazy, and it is so wild. The 8th house is where shit goes down, guys. And this one is about loving and trusting ourselves so we can actually love and trust other people. Because I feel a lot of us have been stabbed in the back. We've been betrayed. We've been hurt. We've been maimed, abused, tortured. We've had a lot of shit happen to us mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, financially, spiritually. Been through a lot, man. So it's like, in order to gain the self-reliance, the resilience, the strength, effort has to be expended sometimes. And it's an intellectual journey nonetheless. So I want to remind everybody that you have an abundance of internal resources. You will have to take action in this world. You will have to take risks. That's what this one's about. But ultimately, just understand that the vision is, even when you're down, you're up. That there will be times you have to be in vulnerable positions. You're going to have to embrace insecurity as part of the path. That's what this is about. Okay? You will have fear. You will have doubts. That's a natural part of life. All right. So this is the water element. And the water element is the 6 of swords in reverse. This is the feeling. The vibe right now is like not going forward. The vibe is going backwards even. Feel free to stay put or move back if you don't feel comfortable going forward. That's what this is about, is that it's easy to think because of the way the world works. It's always go, go, go. Everything is constantly changing. So how could you not think that? But this is talking about if you're not certain about where to step, don't leap, for Christ's sake. Just stay put or review. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't think before you act, bad things can happen, guys. You know what they say, if you fail to plan, you really plan to fail. So strategy. Let's see what we do. I think what I just said is what we do, but let's see what the cards are given. It's 111 as I'm filming this right at this second. What do? We manifest our true desires into being. What's the card for the Libra Kings, the Libra Queens? The beautiful Libra team. We got the High Priestess upright. We love her. Boaz, Hakeem. We're going to sit in the middle of those things. Keep your crown on straight. With great power comes great responsibility. Not everybody can complete the initiation. You understand? Many are called, few are chosen. Those who answer the call will fulfill it to the best of their abilities. When you do what others won't do today, you could also have tomorrow what they can't have. So step into your power, Libra rising. That's what I'm getting here. What you need to do is embrace the call of your soul, High Priestess energy. Just sit in the middle, sit in the neutral energy. Be ready to receive. Talk to your higher self. Middle pillar energy, High Priestess energy. Pursue the path of initiation. Walk the road of enlightenment. Be a teacher for others. High priestess energy. Don't fucking lie. In summary, only speak the truth. Libra rising. We love you, beautiful people. Your voice matters. Your life matters. You matter. So this is going to be, ooh, it's my turn. Yes, guys. If you're a Virgo rising, waiting patiently for your turn, turn up, man. Let me know where the Virgo risings are at. You're not supposed to end a sentence with a preposition. Let me know where the Virgo risings are from. Let me know where the Virgo risings are around. Fuck it. Any preposition I will end my sentence with. Are those prepositions? I digress. New moon in the 9th house, guys. What does this mean? Whew. I'm ready to receive this because I was trying to check this out, man. This strikes me as a new mentality, a new outlook on life, having more faith, just feeling better, feeling more connected, a new spiritual paradigm even, which is kind of funny. I switched up like prayers and rituals too for me personally, so this is actually on brand. So this is about travel even. It's about study. It's about learning. It's about teaching. There's a lot of cool things the 9th house has to deal with, but I think what's most beautiful about this one is luck. Just having lucky energy, the new moon in the 9th house. Things are really about to get good for the Virgo risings, is what I'm seeing. It's about fucking time. We got the North Node in their 8th house. We are accelerating their desires. We're moving forward towards their soul's journeys. So it's about time that the Virgo risings receive what they need, just like everybody else. Expansion is really going to be the key for the Virgo risings. Whatever you're working on, just growing it, just giving yourself the resources to nourish that journey. Okay, let's see what the idea is for the Virgo risings. What's our air element pointed towards? It's travel. It's the security that comes from movement. Virgo rising. It's about expansion being security. When you feel fear and want to contract, to learn how to expand instead of contract. And yes, there's ebb and flow, and there will be time when you have to contract to rest, but consider that sometimes when you want to contract, you could just expand. And that might be a good way to do it. It goes both ways. There might be times where you feel like you need to expand, but you may need to contract. But I just say, by and large, the message that's coming through for this one is that expansion, 9 times out of 10, is more powerful and safer than contraction. Are you playing life to win, or are you playing life not to lose? There's a big difference. Chiron is going through the 8th for the Virgo rising. So it's about healing our souls, committing to purpose, committing to missions. And Saturn in the 7th, it's about building real bonds in our relationships, preparing for legacy, or understanding the karmic lessons with people. So the idea here is Empress in reverse, guys. This card can't stay out of the spreads. She's saying there's unmet needs. Where's the money? Where's the food? Where's the clothes? Where's the self-esteem? Because, we could talk about the physical things, but what about these intangible qualities that people would do well to possess? Where's the self-love? Where's the self-respect? Where's the self-awareness? Where's the acknowledgement? Where's the recognition that the self needs for the self-deeds? Ooh-wee. Bars, man, but straight up. You could have all the money in the world. You could have all the power in the world. You could have all the success and all the fucking fame, and that will never be enough if you hate your fucking self. Period. There's multimillionaires who kill themselves, y'all. And that won't be you. Money only solves money problems. I think the point was already drove into the coffin. Self-esteem. Positive self-esteem being the virtue to develop in this cycle, to see yourself as a good person. Because the sun and moon conjoining, starting our lunar cycle, this really just asks us for new beginnings, a change. And ninth house just says, rise up, Virgo rising. Rise up. Recognize that life can be way better than you think it is. You just have to pour into you. You have to give yourself the gifts. Because Virgo rising people, they're focused on helping other people. That's their whole fucking life. So the biggest challenge you see with these people consistently is that their expectations of self or their actual actions and patterns lend them towards a lifestyle that's based on serving others and neglecting their own needs. And that's not okay. And that's how we got in this fucking energy. It's like service is inconvenience. That's the whole point. So it's like the Virgo risings don't get enough fucking respect. And the only way they're going to get that respect is if they start respecting themselves more. Straight up. So see this again, dude. This is the vision, slowing the fuck down again. I totally forget now because we're 9 readings in, but somebody had this on their vision as well. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And this one's just about locking in. It's not about getting more done with more effort. It's about getting more done with less effort. It's about slowing down, reassessing priorities, getting our focus back on, okay? That's what that's about. So let's see what the water card is. I had one come out really quick and I put it back in because I was like, I don't want the 8 of Swords for the water card. But you can't unhear that. Somebody heard it, already received it. We got the 9 of Cups. That's the one I wanted. Focusing on being happy, guys. Just enjoying happiness, enjoying joy, just letting yourself be happy. Virgo rising. That's what this one is about. Wherever you go, there you are. You're going to have to spend a lot of time with you. So enjoy yourself. Choose to be happy with you. Okay? And this is what we do. Earth energy, Page of Wands. Just take action, man. Just understand that action is the seed that can sow any dream into manifestation. You may want to hear that again. It's really that deep, dude. Action is the seed that can sow any dream into manifestation. You may feel fucked up. You may not feel happy. You may feel lost. You may feel depressed, overburdened, overstimulated, desensitized, numb, full of pain, and a bunch of bullshit, not getting your needs met, exhausting yourself. But just don't underestimate how powerful one action could be when it comes to reassessing to your dreams, recalibrating to your dreams, reassessing your place in your life, I should say. You can always do something today that it demonstrates your faith in tomorrow. You guys gotta, and I'm gonna take this too, because I'm a Virgo rising, gotta confront our anxieties. Gotta literally sit with the fear. Can't get distracted. You gotta focus on the root issues, what's actually going on. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope this uplifted you. Don't be afraid to expand. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone this month, okay? Just know that big gains, great blessings can come your way if you really take the time to move around and do things a new way. Virgo rising. So this one, moving forward, is going to be for the Leo rising. And that's going to put the new moon in the 10th house, okay? And straight up, this could look like a lot of things, but new business endeavors, new projects, new goals, that's kind of a given. A new mentality, a boss mentality, new standards is a 10th house new moon thing. Having new standards, really feeling like you got to conduct yourself a little differently. Just like Aquarius rising, you guys are transforming your ass off. It's heavy growth, heavy power. It's evolution time. Things are getting kind of serious for the Leo rising. But also, this is giving life an excitement. It's giving life a fun, a vibrancy. Because, you know, while the moon traditionally may have some interesting challenges in the 10th house, the sun does quite well here. You know, so you've got like a noonday energy. It's very bright and sunny and warm. And I know a Leo rising can love that. So the key here for you guys is really to take action as well. Slow and steady wins the race, but we got to get in the game. So what's the idea for the Leo risings? I need to shuffle this one more time, at least. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast style breakdown with the chart. We'll be using solar fire a lot more. It's so useful. Got a couple more signs. It's going to be Leo, Cancer, Gemini. So what's the idea for the Leo rising? This one flew out. The idea is the Page of Wands in reverse. And that's about humility. But this is also about embracing discipline, not being lazy. I think it goes both ways. Like the idea is the want to be lazy, the desire to be chilling and not have to do the work. But how are you going to do that? How are you going to earn that shit, man? It'll take something. For something to be gained, something has to be given. You got to give something. So this is saying confront the laziness, confront this lack of self-control, this fear that makes you lose your centeredness and make you feel like problems or life is too daunting for you to approach it. Taurus energy is telling everybody to chill the fuck out, guys, to really embrace the earth and go outside and touch some grass and really breathe into the planet. So let's get the vision for the Leo risings. What's our fire element pointing towards? And that's peace. So we're willing in peace to existence. And this is a beautiful goal. It just says, let peace inspire all of your actions. If it doesn't bring you or the world peace, don't participate in it. Walk in peace, act through peace, speak peace, speak love. So this is going to be water element. How are we going to feel? What's the emotional stance? What's the vibes? All right, the vibes. I was waiting for it, man. And it was 2 cards. It's the Ace of Cups. That's the water element. So having an open heart, letting your cup runneth over, the Holy Grail. So this is about unconditional love, loving for the sake of love, loving because, period. Loving just because. Ultimate empathy. Connection for compassion, not connection for domination or manipulation or control or recognition. It's connection for compassion's sake, unconditional love. You understand? That's the goal. That's the disposition to be in, to live through peace, to walk through peace. And attitude adjustments are necessary, guys, because this is what's going on in the earth slot. It's just the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. That fucking attitude, bitch. You're going to have to wipe that smirk off your face. I almost spazzed and I bit my tongue. Because I know who I'm talking to. Oh, man. It's much love for the Leo risings, man. It's just saying that attitude is the one thing that you can consistently control. So I'm not trying to flame anybody because Leo rising got enough fire as we know it, man. But you can consistently control your attitude. So by controlling your responses to life, you can live a more peaceful life. You can live a better life. You can even manufacture a way to feel like being disciplined all the time. So that's worth looking into. And I know that sounds too good to be true. So let me break it down this way, guys. A little hint. You'll get far more out of organization than willpower. Think about it. So that's for you, Leo rising. I love you, and I hope you enjoyed that. This one is going to be for the Cancer risings, for the beautiful people. My lover, my Sophia, my favorite person in the world besides me. That's the most Leo thing to say, is a Cancer rising. We're one and the same. It's amazing. I digress. I don't. I gress. Is that a word? Because I'm not even digressing. I'm just gressing. So Cancer rising, what do we got here? We got the new moon in the 11th house. And what does this mean? This means new friends, new associates, new people coming into your life. But also, this is about getting connected, new connections. And that could mean people, like I just said, but that could also just mean being tapped in, like a phone, you know? So I see a lot of internet business action going on, or a lot of influence through the internet, a lot of people connecting with their community outside of the internet. Even though, let's be clear, guys, the internet is real life. You're here because of the internet. You never would have consumed this if not for the net. So the internet is real life. And I'm seeing that a lot of the Cancer rising is going to be embracing the shit out of that, posting their content, really getting their message out. And also, beyond the physical things I'm saying, I want to get more into like the emotional, spiritual part of this. I'm seeing for the Cancer rising people, it's just that there's going to be a better attitudinal disposition towards life, more faith, hope, and optimism, more wishing, more pining and yearning and loving the future. This is like getting a lens cleaned. It's new vision, basically. New goals, new hopes for the future. So we love to see that, guys. If your future is not bigger than your past, you will have no reason to continue. So I think the future is about to get very bright and you may need some shades. Cancer rising. Or you're going to need to spend more time sun gazing to adjust, because it's getting bright. Oh my goodness. Can I shuffle cards today? I'm asking myself, can I do this? Can I shuffle them? Perhaps. All right, what's the idea? Let's get the air out here, man. What's the idea for the Cancer rising? I think this video's been, I don't know how long this video's been. We're going to find out. Whoa. Whoa, Cancer rising got the devil. The devil, that's the idea. And why is that? We got 9th house Saturn. I'm looking at this widely unequal chart, just trying to do the math. The devil is sovereignty. The devil is self-control. The devil is self-mastery, essentially. Being willing to meet yourself into duality. The devil talks about Capricorn, Saturn, karma. So the idea is embracing your real life. The idea is living in truth, living a life of integrity. With this devil coming out here, it's about being the real you, even if that means being an adversary. But also, in context of the 11th house, the new hopes and wishes, it's about embracing the real world so we can actually have a basis to wish and hope and want for more. So the vision is the moon, and that's great for the Cancer rising. The vision is inside of you. That's redundant. I didn't have to say that. So the vision is connection. The vision is family. The vision is, I think I did need to say it. I'm going to go deeper into that other thought. It's the thing that's burning on the inside of you. That's where your vision is. That's how you're going to connect to it. Your heart is telling you what it wants right now. So don't neglect it. Pick up the phone. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Pluto is in the 8th house for you guys, man. Rapid gain and big changes can come your way just by following your impulses and embracing your desires at this point. Just going where you're called. So we got the Chariot for the emotional card, and that just says, be willing to, we had this come up earlier in someone else's reading. I think it was Taurus, actually. It could be, I could be wrong, but for the Cancer rising, this one is about driving the boat forward and being willing to connect to oppositional forces. You know, wanting what you want, going towards it, but being okay with not having it as well. And then this is your card for the earth element. What you got to do is lead. Star energy, 11th house. What you got to do is post your content. What you got to do is spread the truth. What you got to do is be your true self so other people can benefit from knowing your truth. You got to be a leader in your community. You got to get involved. So I want to like congratulate my Cancer risings, the ones that are doing the work, the ones that are in their community, the ones that are chopping the wood, carrying the water. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. That's why you're my favorite. So keep being your amazing self. We need your help. You're doing great things. So keep smiling. You got a beautiful smile. We love you. And this is going to be Gemini rising. How crazy. It's not crazy that it's Gemini. It's kind of just crazy that it's the last one. The new moon in the 12th house. So the new moon in the 12th house is really about new dreams. It's about having new connections with spirit or having a new existential crisis, basically. And that might be every day for some Gemini risings. But for a lot of y'all, this is really just going to be about letting the worries of life slide, embracing a deeper level of depth, peace, and solitude. Oh, yes. You certainly like that. That sounds quite nice. But another thing you may kind of see is a need to get involved in the world in a way that's meaningful, to make sacrifices or serve or devote your energy towards the greater good, to really do something for the common welfare of people or society. So, like I said, big dreams might be calling out to you, things that you want to create, what you want to send into the world, different charities or gifts that you want to give to the world, a desire to be really benevolent and generous. That's going to be burning through people's hearts with compassion. I see Gemini rising. Also, just really needing a lot of support from spirit. Some of them are receiving a shit ton of support already. Some of them are having a hard time accepting it. But like I said, existential crisis for some. And crisis, in my opinion, guys, crisis is not a bad word. It's not even a good word. It's a neutral word. Just talking about big changes happening in the existential part of your life. All right. So things are about to get good for the Gemini rising. And that's because you're mapping out a more peaceful life in your 12th house right here. Okay. Let's see what the idea is for the Gemini rising. I know these people have plenty of ideas, but what's the one for them? Whoa. Oh, did it flip? It did flip. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, the Page of Cups in reverse. And this is about reconnecting to our childlike joy, our innocence, the playful, pure part of ourself. This is about inspired creativity. This is just about joy in general. So the idea is what's got us not experiencing joy? Why are we not happy? Why are we not connected to that infinite abundance of the earth and the water? Emotional blockages. And a lot of it is from the past, the stories we may tell, or even things that literally happened in our past. So I'm seeing the inner child being a really big thing for the, ooh, and my heart hurts about this one, dude. So I got the second and the third card. The vision right here is the 10 of cups. And this really talks about happiness, satiety, being satiated, like a life well lived, happily ever after, having your dreams manifest. Imagine that, and then feel good about your imagination. This is the 12th house new moon, talking about really seeing your dreams and feeling good about them, connect to them, even when life is giving you resistance. Even when life is giving you the opposite of what you fucking want, you have to be able to imagine so hard that you can start to feel what you want. Then it will start to come to you. So this is the water energy. It's earth. The water card, the vibe, the emotion to be in right here is about sovereignty, knowing that you're in control of yourself. And I really take from this one at face value, be ready to receive. The gold is coming out the sky, dude. Be ready to receive. Be willing to give. Be ready to receive. Honor your boundaries. Have boundaries. Saturn in the 10th energy. Have boundaries. Boundaries aren't just for you, they for me too. Boundaries aren't just for me, they are for you. Oh, yes, they are. So what do we do, Gemini rising? Let's get the last card for you guys. And thank you for sticking out with us to the very end of the video. This long reading. Everybody gets a reading. This is for the collective. Yes. This reading is elective. So if you want to see more astrology, I really encourage you to go to the channel, watch Mars Day with Mark number 48, the week's astrology breakdown. You can also watch the extended breakdown for the month of May. Got a video that says it's going to be May, Justin Timberlake. Hope you guys enjoy this beautiful month. Good things are happening. I'm not even saying that just to be like a buzzword or a space holder. Throw empty calories your way, guys. I'm telling you that we'll see the benefics move around a lot this month, and that's going to bring good, positive changes. Some changes that are long overdue. All right, what do we do? You guys are lucky because you're getting 2 cards. So what I'm literally getting is start over. The Fool in reverse is don't be afraid to start over, guys. Don't be afraid to erase the canvas and go at it again. And then to hold back a little bit, to recenter. Know that you have the tools, you have the resources, and when life gets you down, you may need to take a second before you want to get back up. That's totally okay. Some of us are up and swinging. They're like, what is he talking about? But ultimately, for things to change, we have to change. The question is, what changes need to be made? And for the Gemini rising, it's an identity shift. It's just seeing yourself different in a more positive, more beautiful way. Seeing life in a more beautiful way. Trusting higher powers more. Developing a deeper connection with the universe. More trust in spirit. It's a beautiful thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the new moon in Taurus. I hope you enjoy the new moon's energy. And I hope that you really take deliberate, inspired action throughout your day to enjoy your life to the fullest. You have one goal in this life, and all the other goals come secondary. Live your life to the fullest. It's easy to remember. You can't forget that. It's been your host with the most, Mr. Meyer with the Fire, signing out. I love you guys.